reason one of them went for 30-odd million quid or whatever it was, and the other one went for 115, because Wirtz is far the better player. Will be, has been, always will be, much, much the better player. I put him on the same level as Harvey Elliott, in my mind. That's
Kevin De Bruyne!
Liverpool are dog shit. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes. Oh, try not to get an erection. Szoboszlai, pretty boy, got so frustrated at the end he started fouling players. You know when Szoboszlai gets angry, you know the attention isn't on him. Absolute shameless football player. Overrated, pretty privileged, all that piece of shit is done with. All I'm going to say is Manchester City, oh my god, 3-0. We are 4 points behind Arsenal, behind Set Piece FC, into the international break. What is that, like our fourth one in the last 2 or 3 weeks? Of course, we're going to start by talking about Liverpool Football Club. First thing I'm going to say is that penalty was incredibly soft, and Haaland missing it was, honestly, it was such a poor penalty. He could have scored his 100th goal for Manchester City, or just 100th Premier League goal today, but it wasn't meant to be. Regardless, he'll probably do it in the next game because he's just that inevitable. He doesn't need penalty kicks. He's not Mbappe. He's not Harry Kane. He scores legitimate goals. This guy is absolutely phenomenal. Liverpool got shafted by a couple of referee decisions. I'm not going to lie. Yes, it's in the rulebook for that offsides goal, but again, I've seen those given some other times. Van Dijk with an absolutely amazing header. Just a pure captain's header, that Virgil van Dijk, absolute legend, one of the best players in Premier League history. And honestly, Mamardashvili, I didn't know that he was one of the best goalkeepers in Europe's top 5 leagues in the last couple of seasons for saving penalties, so props to him. Salah was an absolute ghost, but just like how I feel about Kevin De Bruyne, legend of the Premier League, I'm not going to rely on you. If you have a bad game, I'm not really going to say anything. Florian Perwirtz, absolutely shite. If that was Ryan Cherki today, the media would be all over him. Every time I see a prominent news organization on Twitter, on social media, whatever, on YouTube, whatever, Sky Sports, ESPN, whatever, Bleacher Report, every time I hear Florian Wirtz's name, it's always, give him time, he's going to shine. Florian Wirtz, oh yeah, he had no goals or assists, he wasn't really getting in the game, but he had a nice pass. Okay, Florian Wirtz, he had a great dribble, he did this, absolutely shameful tactics. This is one of the most protected football organizations, sports organizations in history. Florian Wirtz is shit. Okay, he's been dog shit. 150 million pounds or whatever it was. Liverpool had Isak on the bench, 125 million pounds. Cherki, what is that, like 50 million pounds? Or a Gakpo, 40 or 50 million pounds right there. It's so nice when an oil club gets humbled, am I right?
What did he say?
We're going to start with the man of the match today. There is no debate on who that might be. I went to New Jersey over the break. I stayed with my dad. I looked my dad straight in the face and I said, who do you think has been City's best player today? And he said, Jeremy Doku. And I said, who's your favorite player at Man City? He said, I swear to God, he said, Jeremy Doku. And then I said, is he better than Sterling? And he started to laugh. Just a side note, my parents absolutely hate Raheem Sterling. Like, they legitimately loathe this guy. They hate when Sterling is on the ball. They hate him so much. Jeremy Doku today, and I'm not going to say this lightly, and I genuinely mean this, and I'm not just saying it because it's a City player. This has honestly been one of the best individual performances I have seen in the last 15 years in the Premier League. Okay, I'm not saying it's like second or third or top 5 or whatever, but it's definitely in a short list of at least like 10 or 15 of the best individual performances I have seen. This man scores a goal, 10 plus dribbles. He creates so many chances. Doku was drawing Gravenberch and Connor Bradley, and even those two had difficulty in stopping him. And they were literally double teaming, triple teaming Jeremy Doku when he was on the ball, especially in that second half. They put four Liverpool players tried to go towards him, and it still wasn't enough. Jeremy Doku today, Absolutely sensational. Marmoush might not ever start another game for Manchester City ever again. For any of you Egyptian City fans out there, relax, Habibi, relax. I'm just kidding. Of course I wanted to start, but Jeremy Doku, this is healthy competition for the squad. Man of the match performance. Sublime. That shot, Mamadashvili, whatever his name is, he had no chance of getting into that. Lev Yashin could have came back from the dead in his prime. He's not saving that. No goalkeeper is saving that. Again, it's one of those performances where I can zoom into a player, but honestly, every single person ate today. Every single person ate today. Bernardo Silva had a sensational game. When Bernardo Silva has a sensational game, you know the opposition is shit. Again, another silent man of the match by Nico Gonzalez. Nico Gonzalez is so good that we have a Ballon d'Or winning central defensive midfielder with what, in my opinion, the highest prime that a CDM besides like Lothar Matthäus has ever reached in football history. And I'm not even bothered by him being injured. I'm not even bothered by him being on the bench. Nico Gonzalez today was so good. Oh my God, that pass to Matheus Nunes. That pass to Nico O'Reilly, who gave it to Jeremy Doku. I'm sorry, it was Nico O'Reilly. That was exquisite. This man with his pump fakes. This man is an excellent, excellent football player in drawing fouls. That shows a lot of intelligence, especially in this soft-ass game today. And it's Nico Gonzalez today. The passes, incredible. Phil Foden today, sublime. Our midfield today, Phil Foden today was excellent. Bernardo Silva was excellent. Bernardo Silva has this amazing ability of just calming the play down. How many times did Bernardo Silva get the ball in that second half? He gets the ball and you just think he's going to spray pass to Haaland. He's going to spray pass to Foden or to Savinho when he came on. But he says no, he does a little spin, gives it back to Nico Gonzalez. Gonzalez gives it back to Ruben Dias. It's those little things that takes the momentum. You might not think it's as effective. You might think, oh well, the opponents were let off the hook there. Bernardo Silva, he didn't play through ball. No. When a player does that, it demoralizes the opposition to a degree that I cannot explain in words, especially when you're 3-0 down. Bernardo Silva, Nico Gonzalez, excellent. And Phil Foden, excellent today. Our defense, sublime. Donnarumma didn't have too much to do. I thought Salah should have squared that pass to Eka TikTok or whatever his name is. But Donnarumma today didn't have too much to do. Szoboszlai, the sex machine with an amazing shot. He is very good at his ball striking ability. Is very good. Szoboszlai, the way he shoots the ball is excellent. It was such a powerful shot, but Donnarumma's left hand there, strong, powerful. You can't get past him. Best goalkeeper in the world. Yeah, I said it. I did not stutter. Matheus Nunes today. Let's move on to our fullbacks. First thing I'm going to say is that Nico O'Reilly should be careful that he doesn't decapitate a young fan on that top left-hand side because he shot like 3 times today and it all went blistering wide. His shooting today was just absolutely awful. But that is a good thing in my opinion. The reason is because that shows he is fatigued. That shows that it gave us all for majority of the match. Mohamed Salah is a legend of the Premier League. Yes, he's on the decline, but he's still exquisite today. He's still sensational today. He could have scored a goal today. With that chip with his right hand or with his left hand foot that just skimmed that right corner. Nico O'Reilly shut down Mohamed Salah today. This is reminiscent of Nathan Ake shutting down Mohamed Salah at the Etihad a couple of years ago. Nico O'Reilly today, absolutely incredible. Ryan Aït-Nouri, are you ever going to get a game? Are you sure Nico O'Reilly snatched Miles Lewis Smelly's chain? Okay, everybody thinks Miles Lewis Skelly, whatever his name is good. No, he's shit. Nico O'Reilly is better. Matheus Nunes, though. I don't know who the better center half was. I don't know who the better fullback was today because both were excellent. Both were getting into some amazing attacking positions. Matheus Nunes today, strong, powerful. His build-up play, sensational. I'm not even going to go into specific detail here because I can sit here all day. Matheus Nunes didn't even make a mistake today. His passing today was fluid. His composure when Liverpool were pressing in that first half was excellent. This man, sublime. Matheus Nunes, he's incredible. In terms of our other players, our center halves today, Joshua Gvardiol, Ruben Dias, sublime, absolutely sublime. Joshua Gvardiol, especially in that second half. The way this man carries the ball. What I really love about Joshua Gvardiol is his composure and his dribbling ability for a center half. And his skill set for a center half is nothing I've ever seen before in my life. Yes, I mean that. Yes, I'm not saying he's the greatest or whatever. I'm just saying I haven't seen any center half like that. Play like him, move like him. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm just saying it's unique to him. When Gvardiol gets the ball and Liverpool's attackers are pressing him, he makes the right decision every single time. He can use his weak foot. He doesn't have a weak foot. He dribbles the ball with his right foot better than he does with his left foot. It's so crazy to watch Gvardiol. In my opinion, he's in the shortlist. In my opinion, he is in the team of the season. In my opinion, so far in the Premier League. Okay, as far as Erling Braut Haaland goes, yes, you missed a penalty. Great, who gives a shit? Okay, I said before, Erling Haaland is the only player at City that can have a bad run of 5 or 6 games. I'm not going to really get onto you unless it's like an egregious miss from like 2 or 3 yards or a one-on-one. But Erling Haaland today, that header, sublime. His build-up play today was great. His one-on-one against Van Dijk was good. I mean, Haaland got the ball. He was muscling off Van Dijk. He still got the ball out to Phil Foden and to Jeremy Doku out wide. And Van Dijk had to foul him because he can't do anything else. Erling Braut Haaland today, sensational. Yeah, I'm going to say it for my final thoughts. This was the performance of the season so far. I know people think that Liverpool is shit. All jokes aside, this is not a shit football team. This is still one of the best football teams in the world. They're just in a bad run of form. Remember, this team won 6 Premier League games in a row. Everybody thought they were going to run away with it. No. Again, not a single Man City player, in my opinion, had it. If I were to give it, if I were to do the whole numerical thing, not a single City player, in my opinion, had below a 7. Everybody was at least a 7 or 8 out of 10 and above. Jeremy Doku, 12 out of 10. Haaland, 7, 8 out of 10. Bernardo Silva, 8 out of 10. Okay, Matheus Nunes and Nico Riley, 10 out of 10. I don't give a shit. Okay, they were absolutely sensational today. Pep Guardiola's 1,000th career game, 716 wins. This is the greatest manager that this sport has ever seen, bar none. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know who your man of the match was. Stupid question. Besides Jeremy Doku, who do you think had an amazing performance? Who do you think had an underrated performance? And how excited are you for this international break to see some of our players play? I think Nico O'Reilly is going to be making some great moves. I think Nico Gonzalez and Rodri are not called up for the Spanish national team. That is amazing news. I don't give a shit what Spain does. I could care less. No injuries, say less. Jeremy Doku is going to cook this international break. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.